Hey guys, and welcome back to another super fresh video with yours truly, the voice of reason, right here on YouTube. So let's just get right into this one, shall we? All right, welcome back to my little channel, guys. For all of you who are brand new to the channel, I welcome you with open arms. I'm so happy that you've decided to subscribe to the Plan Eats YouTube channel. And for all of you who have been with me for so long, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is what I want to know from you guys. This is what I need to hear from you guys. Please, could you report down below when you join my channel? Now, it's not a very long-lived channel. It's only been around for about a year and a half. But when did you join? Was it last month? Was it last summer? Was it in when was it? Tell me when you joined. I want to know that. I'm keeping a little dossier on some of you. I've got your names written, and no, anyway, not that creepy. But I am keeping account, sort of in my mind, about who you are, where you're from, and when you join the channel. That all means something to me, and I sort of plan to work some of that stuff into some future videos. So please let me know down below. Okay, so today is a little bit of a storytelling day, I suppose, and it has to do with this guy named Plan Eats. And this is about, 5 years ago or so, so maybe around 2011, 2012, maybe 6 years ago. And he's a little worried about his heart because he's getting a bit older, you know. I'm older than I look. Anyway, so he decides to go vegan. Now, he doesn't know what a vegan really is. I mean, he hasn't been raked over the coals yet by real vegans who will tell him that a vegan is sort of up here. It's not necessarily the fact that you're not eating animals, but it's because you care about animals. You know, you're really convicted to this. But he's pretty naive at the time, so we'll go easy on him here. He simply is going vegan because he cares about his heart. He's getting older and he doesn't want to have to worry about taking a heart attack. So one day he's watching Forks Over Knives. You know the movie. Isn't that a great movie? And he goes vegan in an instant. He runs to his kitchen. He takes everything out of his kitchen that's animal-based and he tosses it out. Oh, this is a great day. This is a new start. It's almost like a birthday. Can any of you relate to this? And so, you know, this guy Plan Eats, he's got a little bit of an education background. He's used to going through research studies. He can understand statistics. You know, he's got an economics background. He gets this stuff. So he starts thumbing through all the studies on veganism and vegetarianism. And he's feeling pretty good because all the studies are corroborating what he's sort of heard. These studies are supporting what he's seen in this documentary, Forks Over Knives. And what are the studies saying? Well, the studies are saying that his cholesterol is going to go way down, that his hypertension, if he's got any, that's going to go away, that he doesn't have a very good shot of ever getting diabetes. That's a good thing. I mean, he's feeling pretty good. And then one day, you know, this guy Plan Eats, this is maybe 9, 12 months after he goes vegan. He's feeling pretty good about himself. He comes across this little old video on YouTube produced by our very own Dr. Michael Greger. And honestly, the video kind of broke his heart because the video was giving information that was flying in the face of all these studies that he had read and heard about. Yes, absolutely, we have great cholesterol. Yes, as vegans, we have wonderful blood pressure and on and on and on. But guess what? We don't live any longer than people who eat meat. Now, I'm not making this up, and I'm no scientist. I'm just telling you what the scientists tell us. I'm just sharing with you what the studies are showing. So we don't live any longer than people who eat meat. And in fact, I believe a study showed that people who don't eat any meat whatsoever, don't eat any animal products whatsoever, don't live as long as people who eat a little bit of meat. The study was actually suggesting that you should have a little bit of meat in your diet. All right, well, this really depressed this guy Plant, right? I mean, he was depressed. Can you understand? I mean, this was something that he was so excited about. It was a new beginning, a new lease on life, and then boom, Dr. Michael Greger bursts his little bubble, and now he doesn't know what to think. Well, the video, as long and drawn out as it is, and it very much is, sort of tells a little bit of a story. It meanders, and then eventually Dr. Michael Greger gives a little bit of hope. What he explains is that even though we have all these great things that are in our favor as vegans, we have one of the healthiest diets on the planet, he never questions that. He supports that fully. What he says is that there are a few things that we typically don't do. And that's why statistically we don't live any longer than people who eat meat. And those things that we fail to do are easily remedied. Few things. Number one, we need to make sure that we're getting more essential fatty acids, apparently. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying this is what he was saying to me when I was watching this video. We need to get more essential fatty acids. What's that? Flaxseed and chia seed and hemp seed and all that stuff. This stuff is also found in your leafy greens, which is another good reason why I eat my greens every day. The other thing had to do with B12. There are a number of vegans who don't get a regular, reliable source of B12. So B12 is something that they say, they, not me, they say is really, really important to take into account. And if you're going to go on a vegan diet, you better talk to a doctor about that. And the third thing has to do with, I think vitamin D was the third thing. I watched the video a long, long time ago, but I think those were the three areas where we as vegans typically are deficient. And then if you take that in over a lifetime, it can actually be a mitigating factor against all those benefits that we would normally get on a vegan diet. Now, it still leaves me feeling a little bit concerned because quite honestly, I will eat flax for a while and then honestly, I just forget. One thing I never miss is greens. I eat lots of kale every day in fairly large quantity, more than you might even think. I love broccoli and I love Brussels sprouts. Those are the three greens that I eat pretty much every day in fairly large quantity. I really don't know if that's giving me enough of the essential fatty acids, but I'll go back and forth with the seeds and all that stuff, but I can't say that I'm as consistent with flaxseed as I probably should be. What about you guys? Are you eating a lot of food sources that have those essential fatty acids in them? Leave a comment down below. If you've got any suggestions, people can read it. But it is something that I sort of am hit and miss with. And the other two things I'm pretty consistent with, the B12 and the vitamin D. I take vitamin D every day just because I live in Canada. Again, I'm not recommending that you take vitamin D. It's a personal decision. And I take B12 2 times a week. I think it's a 1,000 microgram or milligram, I'm not even sure what the units are, tablet. I take that a couple of times a week. I also really like almond milk, and the almond milk is fortified in B12 and vitamin D. And I really like cooking with nutritional yeast. So what about you guys? Are you ethical vegans? Are you more on the plant-based side of things? What's your motivation for going vegan? And when did you go vegan? Let me know the sort of age range that you're at as well. I know a lot of you guys are older like I am and maybe took on a vegan diet later in life. Let me know that. I'm really curious to hear. I mean, I sort of live as a vegan in a little bit of a vacuum like maybe you guys do as well, but leave those comments down below. Let this video sort of be a place where we can share that information. Well, it's Thursday and I just wanted to say this is the last video of the week. And it's been a busy week for me. I did try to upload almost every day. I think I uploaded Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now tonight. And I'm probably gonna take the weekend off and produce more videos for you guys. But I'd really like to hear from you guys about what you thought about this week's set of videos that I produced. A lot of them were on the drama side of things. I get that. There was some stuff happening with my channel, which I think is kind of resolved. I'm not getting those creepy messages any longer. I still haven't heard back from YouTube, but whatever. And then a couple of videos addressing issues regarding Freely the Banana Girl and Emily of Bite Size Vegan. I know Emily has a lot of supporters and I certainly don't want to be condemning her or insulting you guys as her supporters. That was not the purpose of that video, but just to raise a point that I thought that was important, which is, you know, vegan YouTubers and taking on some behaviors that may sort of undercut the whole purpose of, you know, the message. But, you know, everybody has their own opinions and I sort of got some positives and negatives on that video. But you know what, guys? I've said this before. Don't be too nice. Don't even be too nice to me. You know, let me have it. Oh, by the way, it will not be disabling my comments, okay? So if you haven't already, start following me today on Instagram and Twitter. The links are down below in the description box. And I look forward to seeing you right back here in a few days' time for another super fresh video.